Having a smartphone variant being priced less or more is not new in 2017 anymore. And from a business stand, a lot of factors come into play when these decisions are made. Variants are made to give consumers options that fit well into their needs. Enter OPPO's F5 Duo for this quarter, the F5 and the F5 Youth. Going by the design, there's really nothing unique for either. They have the same shape, display size, camera, and fingerprint scanner placement. Literally everything. Well, almost. If ours are the same color, we would actually have a hard time determining which is which save for the little print of the model number on the lower end of the rear part. Looking closer, the F5 actually has its metallic antenna bands exposed compared to the clearer and sleeker look that the F5 Youth went for. Down to the hybrid triple slot SIM tray, both are the one and the same with slots for 2 nano SIMs and a micro SD card. Same with the design, the display is also one and the same. A 6-inch 1080 by 2160 18:9 display comprised of an LTPS IPS LCD that does well above others in its league. Colors are well reproduced, although lighter colors will get piercing to look at when the phones are used in above 75% brightness. The F5 and F5 Youth maxes out at around 470 nits, which does not translate well when used under direct sunlight. Being 18:9, HD content will not be displayed in full and cannot be cropped to fit the whole screen. Will in a future update maybe OPPO? ColorOS version 3.2 is pretty on the surface but can be rough in some areas. The app drawer is still not present for those who have gotten used to it. On the bright side, searching for specific apps is just a swipe away. The same goes for the drop-down notifications and command center. Even with this recent major update, the camera UI is still based off of iOS, which is not a bad thing since everything can still be accessed with a tap or swipe away. With the cameras, the 2K pesos gap is now made clearer. The more expensive F5 shots are brighter in a lot of scenarios with better contrast. The 3-megapixel does not do much in the way of details, but the larger exposure actually translates to an overall better exposure that daylight shots do not do justice. In the nighttime, that advantage pops up with better lit details, requiring less post-processing in case you do plan to buy for some mobile photography. Selfies are similar with OPPO's Beautify feature, and unlike their predecessors, neither comes with a front-firing flash for selfies in total dark. Even so, selfies are still decent in low lighting conditions. As with video recording, both are identical with up to 1080p at 30 frames per second recording. A lot of details are lost in the process, but colors are vibrant. Stabilization is nearly non-existent with really shaky footages, so do not expect acceptable quality while on the move. Even the exposure shifts are brutal with finicky autofocus. Regarding horsepower, both run on a MediaTek 6763T SoC with an octa-core Cortex A53 and 2 Mali G71 cores for graphics processing. As for the RAM, the F5 comes in 4GB 32GB and 6GB 64GB variants, while the F5 Youth only comes in 3GB 32GB. And in effect, having less multitasking overhead, especially when keeping many apps on the background. Being similar in a lot of aspects, benchmark scores and game performance is fundamentally equal with an acceptable error of margin. Equipped with the same non-removable 3300 mAh Li-ion battery, the F5 and F5 Youth gave strikingly similar battery results in both usage and charging. And lastly, with the audio, the F5 and F5 Youth are equipped with the same button-mounted speaker without any difference.
I suppose I'll let you know reason why I can't control what I say and feel and do whenever I get close to you.
They are loud and crisp for watching videos, playing games, and casually listening to music in a cold afternoon. To OPPO's credit, the real sound technology that they added is commendable to an extent, with an included narrow tuner and a capability to monitor what goes in through your mic. So what is your pick? They're virtually identical in a lot of aspects. The extra 2,000 pesos is actually worth more than the F5 has over the F5 Youth. So, what's your choice? Is it the F5 or the F5 Youth? Let us know in the comments below. This has been Rain of Manila Shaker. Thank you for watching.